Australia, officially known as the Commonwealth of Australia, occupies an entire continent in the southern hemisphere, stretching across nearly 7.6 million square kilometers. Yet despite this huge territory, the population is only about 25 million people, making the country one of the least densely populated on Earth. Its capital, Canberra, is a carefully designed city built in the early 1900s to serve as the nation's political center. While it's less famous than Sydney or Melbourne, Canberra remains the headquarters of Australia's major government institutions and national decision-making. One of the most striking things about Australia is its complete isolation. With no land connections to any other country and surrounded entirely by the Pacific and Indian Oceans, it has developed a distinctive natural world you won't find anywhere else. From kangaroos and koalas to vast reserves of minerals such as iron, coal, natural gas, and gold, Australia is both ecologically unique and economically powerful. Combined with its world-renowned beaches like Bondi and natural treasures such as the Great Barrier Reef, it becomes clear why millions of travelers choose Australia every year. Australia's modern history began with European settlement in the late 18th century, when British settlers arrived and established penal colonies in Sydney. Before that, the indigenous people, known as the Aborigines, had lived on this land for tens of thousands of years, developing a highly diverse culture. The colonies united to form the Commonwealth of Australia in 1901, officially marking the birth of the modern Australian state. Like many other countries, Australia has faced debates over Indigenous rights and the need for reparations for the historical injustices they have endured. Canberra is considered the capital city of the country, and it is a planned city specifically built to be a political center, housing the National Parliament building and leading government institutions. On the other hand, Sydney is the largest and most famous city, known for landmarks such as the Opera House and Pynes and Sydney Harbour Bridge. Melbourne is regarded as the capital of culture, arts, and sports, while Brisbane is distinguished by its warm climate, and Perth in the west has significant economic aspirations. To the north, Darwin stands out as a gateway to the tropical regions of Australia. The lifestyle in Australia is known for its diversity, as people live freely in terms of clothing and beliefs within a federal democratic system. English is the dominant language, but there are also other cultural roots and languages due to significant immigration from around the world. Many cities, such as Sydney and Melbourne, host communities with diverse backgrounds, making cultural restaurants and markets a common sight. The climate is also varied, ranging from tropical heat in the north to cooler conditions in the south. Australia has a strong and diverse economy, ranking 13th globally in terms of gross domestic product, GDP, with an economy valued at over $1.7 trillion US. The Australian economy relies on several key sectors, such as mining, agriculture, services, education, and tourism, providing a solid and varied economic foundation. Thanks to its vast natural resources, the country is one of the largest producers of gold, iron, coal, and natural gas. Australia produces about 50% of the world's total iron exports and is ranked as one of the largest exporters of coal and liquefied natural gas. The education sector is also a key pillar of the economy, with prestigious Australian universities such as the University of Melbourne and the University of Sydney attracting over 600,000 international students annually. This makes Australia the second largest study destination for international students after the United States and the United Kingdom. The labor market offers good opportunities for immigrants, especially in the technical, medical, and engineering sectors, as Australia attracts thousands of skilled workers each year through various immigration programs. According to statistics, around 70% of skilled immigrants find jobs in their field of expertise within the first 6 months of their arrival, reflecting the strength of the Australian labor market and its ability to absorb new expertise. The concept of family holds great importance in Australian culture, where warm family relationships prevail, and children are encouraged to become independent from an early age, reflecting a focus on developing self-reliance. According to statistics, around 72% of Australian children live with both parents, while a large proportion of families rely on the nuclear family model, with the concept of extended families declining compared to some other cultures. Australian society is also very open and encourages diverse social relationships, whether between family members or friends. About 80% of Australians express satisfaction with the quality of their social relationships, reflecting a supportive social environment. However, the fast-paced lifestyle in major cities can lead to social isolation for some individuals, especially with the rising percentage of people living alone, which accounts for around 25% of the total population. As a result, community activities and local events are seen as an important means to strengthen social bonds. Thousands of cultural events and festivals are organized annually in cities like Sydney and Melbourne to promote community interaction and communication among individuals. As for food, Australia is famous for dishes such as barbecue, grilled meat, and seafood like prawns and oysters. In major cities, you will find international restaurants offering meals from various cuisines, reflecting the multiculturalism and unique diversity in cooking styles. Recent statistics indicate that nearly 10,000 tourists visit these restaurants annually to enjoy the distinguished culinary experience, with a 10% increase in visits compared to the previous year. Studies also show that 70% of the population prefer eating in small local eateries that offer contemporary local dishes, which contributes to supporting the local economy and enhancing cultural identity. Regarding prices, they vary by region. In some tourist areas, there is a noticeable increase in cost, while more affordable options are available in other city neighborhoods, allowing everyone to enjoy delicious food without hassle. Furthermore, other data revealed that more than 50% of restaurants offer healthy and organic food options, responding to customers' desires to maintain a balanced lifestyle. It is also well known that Australians are passionate about coffee, as visiting cafes is an unmissable part of the tourist experience. About 58% of the local population visit cafes daily, reflecting the importance of this culture in daily life and offering a combination of quality and a friendly atmosphere. The nightlife in Australia is vibrant. In Sydney and Melbourne specifically, bars and nightclubs are widespread, offering live music performances and dance activities. Meanwhile, other cities offer a quieter atmosphere, suited for peaceful coffee shop sessions or attending plays in theaters. Some venues specialize in artistic events such as comedy shows or jazz concerts, making the nighttime options diverse to suit all tastes. The Muslim community in Australia plays a prominent role in the social, cultural, and economic life of the country, with an estimated population of about 3 to 4% of the total population, making it one of the largest religious minorities in the country. Muslims are primarily concentrated in major cities such as Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, and Perth, where vibrant communities maintain their religious and cultural identity while integrating into the broader Australian society. The Muslim community in Australia enjoys full religious freedom under the country's secular system, allowing them to practice their religious rituals without restrictions. There are hundreds of mosques and Islamic centers scattered across the country, in addition to Islamic schools that provide education combining Australian curricula with Islamic values. The widespread presence of halal restaurants and stores that offer products in line with Islamic law helps meet the needs of the Muslim community. Australian Muslims come from diverse cultural and ethnic backgrounds, originating from countries such as Lebanon, Egypt, Turkey, Indonesia, Pakistan, and Afghanistan, as well as a new generation of Muslims born in Australia. This cultural diversity enriches the multicultural fabric of Australian society. Many Muslims participate in various fields, including education, business, politics, and sports, playing an important role in building a tolerant and diverse community that respects religious and cultural pluralism. Australia is characterized by a relatively complex immigration system, offering a wide range of visas to meet the needs of visitors and potential residents according to their goals. These visas are divided into several categories, including tourist visas. These are designated for individuals who wish to visit Australia for a short period for tourism, visiting relatives, or temporary business purposes, typically ranging from 3 months to 12 months. Work visas. These are granted to qualified workers who receive job offers from Australian companies or to individuals with specialized skills needed by the country. Student visas. These are for international students who wish to enroll in Australian educational institutions, where they must be registered at a recognized university or college, in addition to meeting specific financial and academic requirements. Family visas. These allow individuals to reunite with family members through the sponsorship of spouses, parents, or children for immigration to Australia, provided that certain criteria related to income, financial sponsorship, and the legal residence of the sponsor are met. Skilled Migration Points Program. This is one of the most common ways to obtain permanent residency, where applicants are assessed according to a set of criteria such as academic qualifications, work experience, English proficiency, age, and the demand for their specialization in the Australian labour market. To obtain permanent residency or Australian citizenship, strict conditions must be met, including residence in the country for a specified period, according to the type of visa, proficiency in the English language, which must be demonstrated through official tests such as IELTS or TOEFL, passing the Australian citizenship test, which evaluates the applicant's knowledge of the country's history, laws, and community values, compliance with legal standards, where the applicant must have a clean record free of violations or serious crimes. Before applying for any type of visa or immigration program, it is highly recommended to visit the official website of the Australian Immigration Department to review the latest updates and official requirements, as laws and policies change periodically to ensure that immigration aligns with the country's needs. Education and economic opportunities. The Australian educational system is considered one of the best in the world, with prestigious universities such as the University of Melbourne, the University of Sydney, and the University of New South Wales. International students find a welcoming environment, although tuition fees are relatively high. As for economic opportunities, they vary across sectors such as agriculture, mining industries, tourism, financial services, and technological innovation in fields like clean energy and robotics. Despite the challenges the Australian economy sometimes faces due to global fluctuations, the labor market in most major cities remains diverse, providing opportunities for job seekers and investors. Despite its prosperity, Australia faces some challenges such as the high cost of housing in major cities, annual bushfires, and the effects of climate change on biodiversity and the agricultural economy. Additionally, some Indigenous Australians continue to face social and economic difficulties, despite government efforts to support them. Whether you're considering visiting as a tourist, moving for work, or study, Australia offers a unique experience that is second to none, combining pristine nature, modern cities, and promising economic opportunities. The golden beaches like Bondi Beach in Sydney and Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast are among the best in the world, making them a favorite destination for water sports enthusiasts and relaxation. On the other hand, cities like Melbourne and Brisbane offer a unique blend of culture, education, and arts. with prestigious universities attracting thousands of international students annually. Nature and adventure lovers will be mesmerized by Australia's national parks, such as Kakadu National Park, where you can enjoy breathtaking waterfall views and observe unique wildlife. Thanks to the high quality of life, economic stability, and educational opportunities, Australia is considered one of the best countries to live, work, and explore, making it an ideal destination for anyone seeking a new and inspiring experience. Thank you for being part of our exploration through Australia, a country shaped by its immense size, rich landscapes, and deep cultural identity. If you enjoyed this journey, support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and enabling notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming stories. And tell us in the comments what you'd like to learn about next, whether it's Australia or another fascinating destination. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next episode.